This is the third step in the Course Creator mini-series after you pick your course topic and know your target audience or students. Now you build your course curriculum. Based on your student profile you created from video 2, create a student arc that takes your students from a starting point to an ending point while giving them a transformation. So where are your students currently on their journey towards their goals? Are they complete beginners or are they more advanced? What is their starting point? The student profile work you've done lets you know their goals, challenges, and the solution you are providing. Based on this information you gathered, where do you want to take your students with your course? Will your course solve their problem and help them overcome their challenges and reach their goal? Or will your course be breaking their challenge down into smaller obstacles and helping them solve part of the challenge and get closer to their goal? What is their ending point? Don't feel any pressure that your course needs to solve all your students' problems and take them all the way to their end goal. Some goals require multiple courses and different skills to achieve. Your course will be just as helpful if it takes your students closer to their goal instead all the way to the goal. So, you have a starting point and an ending point. What transformation do you want your students to have when they take your course? How will they be different at the end of the course at their ending point than at the starting point? What change will your course lead them to? This transformation is your course goal. There are two types of goals you can have for your course: knowledge-based and skill-based. A knowledge-based course teaches your students new information or builds on their current understanding that helps them gain more knowledge or a new perspective on a topic. A skill-based course teaches your students a new skill or advances a current skill that they can apply. An example of a knowledge-based course is the theory of music and how musical chords are used together to create harmonies. An example of a skill-based course can be a piano course that teaches reading music sheets and playing piano. Your course can have one of those goals or a combination of the two. You are the teaching artist here and you can decide which goal to have for your course that best fits your content and the needs of your students. You want to challenge your students to grow, but you should also meet them where they are and use learning styles that work best for them. Knowing your students' learning styles is important to know when you are building your course curriculum and lesson plan to incorporate those styles in your planning. Learning styles can be auditory, where the students learn best by hearing; visual, where the students learn best by seeing; kinesthetic, where the students learn best by doing, or a combination of those styles. If your student learns best by seeing, don't make your online course mainly text, slides, and voiceover. Add visual aids like videos, images, or yourself demonstrating a skill. And if your students learn best by doing, make sure to include class projects and offer your feedback. If your students learn best through hearing, consider making an audio track available for each lesson. You want to make your course easily accessible and accommodating to all your students. Now take all this information and create a course outline. This outline breaks down your course into goals and checkpoints or milestones that you can cover over multiple lessons. Here is an outline example from a course I created on speaking with confidence on camera. My course goal was to help my students be confident on camera. Their starting point is complete beginner or shy on camera, and my desired ending point for them was to be comfortable and sound natural on camera. Here is my outline. Introduction. Why is the camera intimidating? This was a lesson about identifying our fears of the camera so we can be aware of them and manage them. Knowing your audience. A lesson about knowing your target audience and building a connection with them to be more comfortable speaking to them through the camera. Knowing your content. It's a lesson about how to build and understand your content well to be comfortable speaking on it on camera. Body language. A lesson on communicating with your body and hand gestures and moving naturally on camera. Practicing techniques. A lesson on warm-up activities and on camera exercises to help students get out of their head and feel more comfortable on camera. And finally, overcoming your inner critic, a lesson on challenging their negative thinking patterns about themselves and overcoming self-doubt and criticism and free themselves on camera. With this course outline, I broke down my course goal into smaller stepping stones, and each lesson took my students closer to the course goal by teaching them a new concept or a new skill. Identify your students' starting point and choose your course objective for your online course. Break the objective down into mini objectives and write a course outline. Start with a simple outline first that includes the skeleton of the course. then expand on it. A simple outline can be divided into 3 parts: introduction section, mid section, and final section. The introduction section will introduce your students to you as their instructor, your background, experience level, and any information you need to share to establish your credibility and connection with them. This section also introduces the course content, explains the course objectives and outcomes, and gives them the tools they need to succeed in the course. These tools can be worksheets, names of software to use, books to read, and specific requirements such as a certain operating system, internet speed, or a webcam, for example. The midsection can include all the concepts you want to teach them, the skills they need to practice, and the knowledge they need to learn. And the final section can recap all the things they learn in the course and their next steps. This is where you send them off with the new skills or knowledge you taught them and guide them on what to do next. Offer suggestions on how they can apply their new skills or get advanced teachings if you don't offer advanced teachings. Also, encourage your students to leave you feedback and reviews to know what you need to change about your course content. Also, reviews and feedback will be very helpful later on when you are marketing your course. Each section has an objective and each lesson contributes to that objective. All objectives contribute to the ultimate course objective or ending point. So, if section 1 is an introduction, the section objective can be to introduce myself and the course curriculum and objectives to the students. Each lesson in this section then contributes towards the introduction. One lesson can be about yourself and the course overview, another can set clear roadmaps and expectations for the students, and a third lesson can be about what tools the students need in this class and how they can communicate with you if they have any questions. Do the same for each section, and there you have it, your online course curriculum. Your curriculum doesn't have to be 3 sections or follow any of the examples I gave in this video. These examples are just guidelines and suggestions for you to try and see if they work for you and your content. You are the course creator at the end, and you decide which course curriculum structure works best for you, for your content, and for your students. In the next video, we will discuss how to publish your online course. Let me know in the comments what your course objective is. What transformation do you want your students to have?